I think the Winch is doing what every organisation in this sector should be doing, which is being bold and taking risks. Because it's only by asking tough questions, putting challenges on ourselves, that we actually will ever learn anything.
I like going to the Winch because
I like the activities and I feel like part of the Winch family.
it's where I feel comfortable.
And it's exciting.
This is a place that makes things happen.
Makes things possible.
They call us a lost generation.
They called us feral.
What does feral mean?
Almost half of adults in the UK believe children are beginning to behave like animals. 47% agree that the trouble with young people is that they're angry, violent, and abusive. 1 in 4 think that children who behave badly or antisocially are beyond help by the age of 10.
People used to say that we were the future. All of a sudden, we're the problem.
I don't think we are.
But I think there is a problem.
45% of children in Camden live in poverty. 1 in 3 children don't own a single book. The cost of criminal activity of 10 to 16-year-olds in the UK is £6 billion a year. 91% of young people rate making a positive impact in their community as one of the top 3 things most important to them in life.
When I'm older, I want to go to Oxford University and do something that uses brain power.
The UK is bottom of the league table of the 21 wealthiest countries in the world for the well-being of children.
I want to go to university to do my national business degree.
Over 1 in 5 young people are unemployed, and it's getting worse.
I want to be a youth worker. I want to do it well, but I don't know where the opportunity is going to come from.
Almost half of young people are motivated by changing the world or giving back to society.
But every one of us has potential.
We all have strengths and talents.
And in all sorts of places,
Time and again,
We've seen how people can rise to the challenge in the most difficult circumstances.
we've learned about places where they've done it. New York,
South Africa,
Cincinnati.
We've seen how promises can become reality.
We've done a lot of soul searching, and we've been asking ourselves whether our work at the Winch is really addressing the heart of the challenge or the opportunity. We've travelled down the street and around the globe, and now we have a plan for doing whatever it takes to enable children and young people to flourish.
it's called the Promise Academy.
The Promise Academy.
Promise Academy.
It's called the Promise Academy.
There are 4 pillars to the Promise Academy. A cradle to career commitment.
At the Winch, we've been doing this work for a long time, and a while ago we started asking whether the successes that we were seeing was enough.
We're at the risk of losing a generation because we don't care enough about the whole of their lives.
We want to sustain them from birth to employment or cradle to career. That's our ultimate aim.
That can radically transform not just life chances, but the proportion of young people to whom it makes a difference.
We need a pipeline where children travel through, not a net where they fall through the gaps.
Put enterprise at the heart of things.
Sometimes organisations like the Winch are so focused on the needs of a child that they forget this incredible potential and all of the strengths that that child has.
We want to be aware of needs, but focus on abilities.
Developing enterprising behaviour isn't just about setting up social businesses with young people. It's also about developing their skills and their abilities, preparing them for the world of work and their future careers.
It's all about creating a right kind of space to unleash potential.
Get everyone together.
People talk about children falling through the gaps, but it doesn't happen because people don't care. The reason it happens is because of the disparate way that services are organised.
The impact will only be felt and the action will only succeed if we get everybody in the same room
social workers, doctors, psychologists, youth workers, teachers.
So it's a major change to the way things are done at the moment, where services are quite disjointed, but we believe it's the only way to make a difference.
Invest in impact.
We care about making a difference, but you've got to do more than just care. You've got to be driven by the results that you're delivering.
And in a sense, we need to borrow a little bit from the world of the venture capitalists and say, well, what's the return on our investment?
It's going to require that investment follows the proof and the prospect of social returns.
It's very important, of course, to funders and stakeholders, but it's also really important to us as an organisation so that we understand our mission, that we can grow that mission, and we can actually live up to the pledge that we're making to the children in our community.
In summary, the model, the formula, looks like this. Focusing on potential, plus the diversity in our community, the promise contract, which is about the relationship between children, young people, and all stakeholders, our cradle to career pipeline, an amazing quality of space in which to run activities, a diverse intergenerational team, plus the promise partnership, equals the impact we seek to have, a world in which every child and young person can flourish.
The Winch is an organisation that's recognised that rigour in how it measures its results is an opportunity, not a threat.
That is what youth work has been scared to do for so long and cannot afford to do any longer.
I don't know whether it's overly ambitious, I don't know whether it's doable, but it's definitely the right thing to do.
What I think the Winch is doing is youth work growing up.
We're inviting you to come on board.
We want you to support the Winch.
Empower the Promise Academy.
We need you.
Your critical friendship.
Expertise.
Ideas. Networks. Resources.
Together we can make good
On our promise to children and young people.